mock draft. We are waiting for 6 people to join, and then we can get started. Um, doing a mock draft today in particular is interesting just because it's been, as explained in the previous draft, there's just been a lot of injuries that have been coming up to, that have been um, happening, and with Travis Kelce hyperextending his knee, of course. Cooper Kupp having a setback with the hamstring injury. I think we should know more about his situation tomorrow. Obviously, the Jonathan Taylor situation is still on hold. I think George Kittle got banged up. So it'll be interesting to see. So we've seen Cooper Kupp slide in the second and third round after his injury setback update. So as opposed to being taken in the first top 10. Even Jonathan Taylor, we've seen a dramatic drop to like around the seventh or eighth round pick, or even I've seen him go in the fourth round too. So some people value him a lot more just because, I mean, he is an instant running back one, but it's a little tricky given his situation. So, so far, I haven't seen Travis Kelce dramatically fall that much, maybe by like a few picks. Um, I think he went like for example, I didn't go Travis Kelce. I think I had the fifth pick last time. I didn't go Travis Kelce. I went Austin Eckler, and he was picked maybe I think he was picked at 7. So not much of a dramatic shift, but I'm eager to see what pick we get here. Waiting for 3 people. So still waiting for 3 people. So got a little bit of time here. So yeah, still waiting for 3 people. Um, I'm also interested to see if Bijan how big people are on Bijan. Definitely ADP is around 7. I usually don't see him fall past maybe like early second round, but should see. Obviously, another thing that I've come to realize is I think the closer to the kickoff date you do your draft, the better. Just because, for example, people that drafted last week, I mean, Travis Kelce is a different value going into week 1 this week. So there's a difference like that. Even Cooper Kupp. I think even people started drafting maybe like 2 weeks ago, and like we didn't know the whole Jonathan Taylor situation, and some people already had him. So I think it's important to draft as close to the kickoff date as possible. Like for example, I'm doing my draft tomorrow in my league, in 2 of my leagues actually, and it's literally like the last possible day to do it, unless someone's drafting like Thursday in the afternoon before the season. But um, it's always good to do that. Um, that way you know the players up to date as best as possible, and then anything that happens after that, I mean, it's not in your control. So still waiting for a couple people. Then we can get started here. Um, I never had the first pick. I mean, I think some of the other managers that have done the drafts have gotten it. I've never had it. I would love to get the first pick. Justin Jefferson. I don't think I've had one, two. I don't think I've had. I think I've had every pick except those. I don't think I've had 8 or 9 either. So let's see. We're waiting for one more person, then get going. even with Jonathan Taylor, I think there was a report that they'll be doing a committee thing in Indianapolis without him. So that officially cements, I mean, not that you need any more reminder, but he is officially off the board in terms of not off the board, he won't be playing. So third pick again. Okay. I like the third pick. Different ways you can go about it. I think it'll either um Jamar Chase, Tyreek, or C-Mac will fall to me. I'm hoping C-Mac, not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind getting him just because but it's interesting. I don't know. Some people go C-Mac first. These first three picks are interesting because people kind of go rotate between Jefferson, Chase, and C-Mac. So it'd be cool if I kind of mess with people and pick Travis Kelce at three. It would have made sense a couple of days ago, but I'm eager to see how far he falls though, because last time I had to make a decision because at five and the sixth spot is where is usually where his ADP kind of comes at. Three is too early, not too early, but it's a little early, so I won't have to worry about making a decision there. But I'm really eager to see how people look at Kelsey in these next like six, seven picks going into the second round. So here we go. So Justin Jefferson, there we go. So either Jamar or C-Mac here will be taken. Jamar Chase. So I'm gonna go Christian McCaffrey just because it's hard to ignore what he's been doing over the last year. Definitely think he's a great value pick there. And I definitely want to go receiver next time. So we're 18 picks away. Um, so we're gonna get somebody in this range. Cooper Cup is not a bad idea, but I just don't know if I can rely on that injury fully yet. So I don't know if I'm fully sold on Cooper Cup. Um, so I'm gonna queue up Devontae Smith. I'm gonna queue up Jalen Waddle. I'm gonna queue up Devontae Adams just because I've seen him go a little bit late. So I would put him at the top of the list just because if he falls to me in the second round, I would love to snag him because I think he would be a steal. Anything after like the early or late first round, early second round is a steal for Devontae Adams in my opinion if he falls. So Bijan going at seven, Travis Kelce going at six. So people aren't really that concerned about Travis Kelce, which honestly is surprising because I thought people would kind of back off. But so far, no change. Tyreek Hill going at four, Diggs at five. So let's see who goes here at six or eight. Sorry, Nick Chubb going at eight. So Eckler hasn't gone. Usually, I thought Eckler would go a little bit earlier. So Eckler and Saquon are probably the two premier running backs before we kind of go into like that tier two category. Even Josh Jacobs, I would say, you can put it in tier one. But well, yeah, I think we got a little bit of time for tier two. Maybe once it comes to Derrick Henry, we can go into tier two. Garrett Wilson, Austin Eckler at 10. So that rounds out almost the first round. So we're 11 picks away. There's a lot of receivers that I like here. Cooper Cup, I'm gonna stay away from him as explained. I just don't want to. There's just not much for me to know right now at this point in time. If this draft happened a day later, we would have known more about Cooper Cup. But I'm just not ready to take that chance yet. And regardless, I mean, I know it's not gonna result in him playing in week one. So, or even I don't know what the future holds. So let's play it safe. Amon-Ra at 11, Saquon Barkley at 12. So that rounds out the first round. So let's see who goes here. So we still got some solid receivers. Or when I mean solid, I literally mean like tier one receivers. AJ Brown, first round. In first pick in the second round. I'll tell you what, imagine if I get Cooper Cup and Devontae Adams though as my receivers. How about that? That would be something though. But I don't think that's gonna happen here. Calvin Ridley. Wow, that's a very early pick for Calvin Ridley. I would put him as maybe like a fourth round pick, maybe. Wow, that's early. Over before Devontae or CD. Wow. So CD Lamb, Derrick Henry, Tony Pollard. I'm very surprised there. Jalen Waddle's still on the board, and we're getting towards my pick. I think I might have a shot at Waddle here. Did he? Oh, he just got picked. Okay, never mind. Up Devontae Adams. All right. So I'm looking at Olave or Devontae Smith. I'm not looking at Cooper Cup. Hoping a running back goes here. Cooper Cup goes. Wow. Okay. So, all right. I'm fine with Devontae Smith or Chris Olave, to be honest. I'm fine with either one. Whichever one falls to me. Then I think I'll get Josh Jacobs as my running back too. Yep, I'm gonna go Devontae Smith here. No doubts there. Let me just see who this there for my receiver, running back, Ramondre, T Higgins. Yeah, so I think I might need to get a. I think, yeah, I'm gonna go Josh Jacobs here just because I do need a uh running back too because there is a significant drop off after. I think receivers is a little bit deeper where I can get a couple of good guys. Let me just take a look at tight end. Mark Andrews, quarterback. We got Josh Allen. It would be interesting if we took Josh Allen, but this guy already has a quarterback. Josh Jacobs. Wow. Who's this quarterback that he took? Oh, gets back to back picks. So is it worth it to take Josh Allen that early? But I gotta go Jahmyr Gibbs here. So I got two of my running backs set, so I definitely got to go receiver. I wanted to go, was thinking of Josh Allen, but I just wasn't sold on taking a quarterback that early. Yep, Josh Allen. So T. Higgins, so we're 16 picks away, so we're gonna get somebody in this area I like. No, I like Mike Williams, and I like T.J. Hawkinson. I'm gonna say Darren Waller as well, but maybe I shouldn't go outside and just because the receivers are getting thinned out to like a tier three level now, almost. So I definitely want to get a good guy. Devontae Smith is our receiver one. I'm in a receiver two on an Eagles team, so I definitely think I need to beef up my receivers. So I'm gonna definitely go all in on receivers here. So I'm 13 picks away, still got some ways to go. So I think I'm gonna do Mike Williams. I like Mike Williams. I like Tyler Lockett. Those are two key guys I'm going for. And if Hawkinson falls to me, I'll take him. Maybe not Darren Waller. Or honestly, let me queue him up just to see. But I'm definitely going receiver heavy here. Definitely grabbing a receiver or a tight end or two receivers, depending on who the tight end is. But in terms of receivers, I like Mike Williams and I like Tyler Lockett. Etienne, Lamar Jackson, so we're 10 picks away. Just finished up round 3 into round 4. Joe Mixon. Justin Fields getting picked. Keenan Allen, Ramondre Stevenson. I might have to go TJ first just because I think a tight end in between. So assuming TJ doesn't fall to me by the time I pick, I feel he'll probably fall in between here. So I'm gonna take TJ just because he'll fall. He's more likely to fall, and then I can get. I'm confident. So I think it would really come down to if I value Mike Williams or TJ Hawkinson more. But if I get TJ Hawkinson, I can double down. I can get Tyler Lockett. So I think that might be a better play. I'm not gonna get Darren Waller. Yeah, so let's target TJ Hawkinson and Tyler Lockett. And if Mike Williams falls, great. If not, then Tyler Lockett's a solid option. I'm just not big on Ayuk because Debo Samuel being there and Christian McCaffrey. I'm just not completely sold. Then again, Ayuk could complement, given that it's Christian McCaffrey, and I can get Brock Purdy later at quarterback. But I don't know. I'm just not sold on Ayuk. So let's get Hawkinson here. I'm feeling good about that one. Mike Williams is still on the board. Okay, Mike Williams just went. All right, that's fine. I'm getting TJ Hawkinson, and then I like Tyler Lockett. Kenneth Walker, Drake London, Brandon Ayuk, so don't have to worry about him. Christian Kirk, I'd imagine, would get picked here. Tyler Lockett. Jahan Dotson getting picked a little early. I like Dotson as well. So I think receivers wise, it's starting to shape up pretty well. I'm glad that I got a tight end here, given that my receivers were dwindling. I got good value here. So I think I'm definitely going to go receiver again. And running back, I'm going to see who's there. I'm not really too particular on getting one again for some time, but given that that position is also dwindling, let's see. Because I wouldn't mind getting two receivers here just to really bulk up that receiving core. So we're 17 picks away. So let's see who would fall to us here. So we have J.K. Dobbins, Miles Sanders, James Cook. I like James Cook. Yeah, so there's still some good running backs I can honestly snag. I like James Cook. And then for receivers, I like Mike Evans, and I wouldn't mind taking D Hop just because I like that value that I'm getting him at. Because his ADP is 47.5, and I'd imagine he would ideally fall to me. So let's see here: Christian Kirk, Aaron Jones. So Jonathan Taylor is valued at as a fifth round pick. So to me, I would say seventh round is ideal, just because I think you can get a lot of good guys in the fifth round still. I would say seventh round is kind of when you start worrying about, the committee guys, those like backup guys, like somebody, for bench. I feel like up till six, you can still really fill out the flex in that WR3 spot, in 12-man leagues. So I'm a little hesitant on taking Taylor that early, but who knows? Maybe he could pay off. Oh, DeAndre Hopkins went, so he ended up going. So for receivers, yeah, I like Mike Evans. George Pickens is good too, but he's probably gonna get picked. Yeah, I think Mike Evans and James Cook are two solid guys I can get. I like James Conner as well, just because of his workload he's going to get. I was thinking George Kittle for a split second, but I'm gonna stay away from him just because of his injury. I mean, I think he would have probably been taken if his injury thing didn't happen, but I'm gonna stay away from him just because I don't want to waste this high value of a pick in the sixth round on a guy that's like you're not fully banking on that's going to be healthy. So so Herbert. Oh, I also need to good actually that's a good reminder. I actually do need to think about getting a quarterback. Herbert and Lawrence. So the I would say the cream of the crop just went right there. I think Deshaun would be the next guy, right, in terms of quality quarterbacks. Yep, it is Deshaun Watson. So I think I might have to snag a QB here, but yeah, I think QB and receiver. So instead of a running back, but I do like. I mean, if I do get a running back, it would be fine because I do have Hawkinson as a receiver, but this is a tough decision here. So I gotta decide if I value my quarterback or if I value my running back three more. I might have to go quarterback here and then receiver. Maybe I can get a better receiver. No, Mike Evans is fine. And quarterback, I'm fine with getting Deshaun. I mean, I don't know if he'll come to me, but Deshaun, Tua's not a bad pick. Gino's not terrible. Gino's a little far down though. Let's. I'm fine with Deshaun. I actually haven't gotten Deshaun. I don't think so. I've gotten Tua a decent amount of time, so maybe I'm trying to switch it up, see if I can get. Oh, Mike Evans got picked, so I got to go a different receiver. Um, Sky Moore, I think, would be a steal just because we know Travis Kelce's injury situation. So I think getting Sky Moore wouldn't be a bad idea, but it is a little bit of reach. I think maybe you can wait for him. All right, we're three picks away. Let's see if we can get Deshaun Watson here. And yep, James Cook went anyway. So yeah, so I'm definitely gonna snag my QB first because I still great amount of receivers left. Honestly, the more receivers go, the better. The more closer I can get to Sky Moore's ADP. That way, it won't be like I'm reaching for him too much. So let's see. Give me Deshaun here. I literally would have to take Tua. Let's go. I got Deshaun. So I got a firm quarterback here. So let me go for a receiver now. Staying away from Jerry Judy because I know his injury. He's a little banged up as well. I like Zay Flowers and I like Michael Pittman and I like Hollywood Brown. I've gone for Hollywood Brown a couple of times consistently now. Maybe I would like to go Pittman, take a chance there to see what the Colts offense is about. I think he's wide receiver one, so he would be he would get a lot of targets. So let's see. I've taken Jordan Addison numerous times as well, so I want to see go a different route. So James Conner getting picked, so I think the almost the cream of the crop of running backs are gone in terms of the running back twos. David Montgomery, yeah. So I'm gonna go Michael Pittman just because I like him being the only one of the only receiving options in Philadelphia, in Indianapolis. I was looking at Devontae Smith. So Anthony Richardson's a new guy. He'll be wanting to form a connection. So why not with this trusted receiver Michael Pittman Jr. And obviously we know the Jonathan Taylor situation is up in the air. So given that they're kind of saying screw it and we're kind of just throwing in whoever running back, it could be pretty it could be a fair assumption to make that Michael Pittman will get a lot of touches. So pick there. So in terms of the next pick, I think I want to just secure a running back here just to kind of get a guy for some insurance. So we're 15 picks away. So we're probably going to get somebody in this area. So I like Brian Robinson a lot, and I like Dalvin Cook. So those are the two running backs that I'm looking at. Um, I think Zay Flowers and Hollywood Brown will get taken off the board in the next 14 picks, so I'm just gonna not even bother starting them. So for receivers, I'm gonna get somebody here. I've taken Rashad Bateman a decent amount of times. I like Michael Thomas, not gonna lie. I feel like he will have a quiet bounce back season, just because I feel like he's got a lot of slander to his name, so I feel like he's gonna definitely turn it on. Plus you got Derek Carr, so um, I like that one. Traylon Burks isn't a bad pick, but with D Hop there, it could be a little bit of traffic, and Derrick Henry's still an elite running back. So Traylon Burks could honestly be limited again. Um, I think anything else is too much of a reach. So I'll highlight Michael Thomas for now. Hopefully he doesn't get taken. Let me just take a quick look at the tight end, just see who's here. Kyle Pitts, Dallas Goedert. So honestly, if I don't like the receiving pool here, I might go Dallas Goedert and do some double tight end action. But I don't think I'm gonna get him. We're 11 picks away. I don't think I'm gonna get him. I wouldn't mind Evan Ingram though, given that he falls right here, right below Michael Thomas. So let's see. But I do want another running back though, so let's stay away from tight end. Kyle Pitts, yep. Kyle Pitts has been getting a lot of slander lately. There are people even in Atlanta, some beat writers that don't even uh, believe in him. So it'll be interesting to see how that run heavy offense works around Pitts in his third year. So I mean, he had a great rookie year, and then once Drake London came in, you thought they would be like pretty um, prolific. But even Drake London kind of had a fall off last year once he kind of saw that run heavy offense taking effect. So we're 8 picks away. So if I choose between Brian Robinson and Dalvin Cook, that's honestly, I like Pacheco as well. I would take Pacheco over Brian Robinson. I think Dalvin Cook, I'm not too big on him because of Brees Hall. I would rather take Brian Robinson. I would take Brian Robinson. So let's see if also yeah, so Dallas Goddard went. So yeah, I like Pacheco and or Brian Robinson, and then I'm pretty set on Michael Thomas. Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback. I think he's the next quarterback to go after. I took Deshaun. Yeah, he is. Pacheco and Michael Thomas got taken, two of my guys that I wanted. I like Elijah Moore just because Amari Cooper is getting a little older. Like I've been hearing about Amari Cooper for like 6, 7 years now. He is getting a little older. Elijah Moore, he did have a ugly exit in New York. He's looking for a new beginning in Cleveland. I like Elijah Moore. I don't think I've taken him either, so I wouldn't mind taking a stab at him. Um, yeah, I don't anticipate. Oh, wow. I was literally about to say I don't anticipate him being taken, and he got taken. So let's go Brian Robinson for now, just because the guys are starting to really fall off. So let's take him first, and then we'll see who falls to us in between. Some key guys are gonna go here. I think as we shift towards the double-digit round, these last of the decent players, Dalvin Cook got taken, some other options. So yeah, I like Brian Robinson here. So I think running backs, they got three good guys. I don't think I need to take anybody for some time. So let's kind of go back to the receivers here, 4 picks away. So I don't want to take Rashad Bateman again just because I don't want to go all in on him, especially when he's coming back from injury. And it is a little crowded there in Baltimore, given with Mark Andrews, Lamar being a running quarterback. You got Odell, you got Zay Flowers. So I see a lot of traffic in Baltimore. So I'm gonna go honestly, this is tough. I don't want to take Quentin Johnson because Josh Palmer's gonna be WR3. I'm gonna take Romeo Dobbs. Yeah, I'm gonna take Romeo. Actually, he's uncertain for week 1. Tyler Boyd, Rashad Bateman again. Who's my tight end? I think Evan Ingram. I might have to go Evan Ingram, honestly. Just because I wasn't really a fan of the receivers that fell to me. And going double tight end, and then these two guys have 2 different bye weeks, so not a problem there. I like that pick in Evan Ingram. It was definitely not a pick I thought I was going to get. I honestly should have gotten Njoku because of the stack, because of Deshaun. I could have done that. That could have been a smarter play, but I did feel Njoku would be a bit of a reach compared to Evan Ingram, and I look at Evan Ingram and the offense he's a part of, and I see a little bit more excitement coming out of Jacksonville. So I think honestly it's okay. But I'm really liking my guys so far. I think it's a pretty balanced team thus far. You got 3 running backs, 3 receivers, 2 tight ends. I think I'm honestly done drafting tight ends. I have no need for any more tight ends for the rest of this draft. I'm going to go all in on receivers for primarily the rest of my draft. Let's get a backup QB, maybe another running back. Yeah, let's get one more running back, and then I think the rest we can just focus all towards receivers. But I'm not worried that I have only 3 receivers just because I have 2 great tight end ones. So we're about wrapped up here. So we're about wrapped up here with the ninth round. Got 3 straight quarterbacks. Yeah, after Anthony Richardson, I would say after Kirk Cousins, Geno Smith, it gets really rough because you got maybe Rodgers. I think once you see like guys like Jordan Love, Brock Purdy, once you get to Jordan Love, that's when it's really like okay, like we're in like a very QB purgatory type of area. So 2 tight ends, Pat Fryermuth, David Njoku. So I think after Njoku, you see a little bit of a drop off in tight ends because you immediately go to rookie Dalton Kincaid, rookie Sam Laporta, and then you go to veteran Higbee and veteran Schultz. So you see a large drop off after Fryermuth. So I would say I got the third to last best tight end off the board in Evan Ingram. And I already had Hawkinson, so I think that's a pretty fire pick in my opinion. And what I like thus far is none of these guys have any bye week clashes, so I'll only have one guy out at a time. I do have both C-Mac and Gibbs out though, which will be a little bit of a setback, but honestly, I feel like I'm gonna get like a decent running back anyway, so it's fine. Rashad Bateman, Antonio Gibson, Nico Collins. Romeo Dobbs is still on the board. So we're 8 picks away. I like Tyler Boyd. I think that's a good value pick right there. Running backs, I just want to see who's fallen to me. See, I wouldn't mind taking Mostert just because Jeff Wilson's going to be out for the year. So I wouldn't mind taking Mostert. That way I don't have to worry about running back later. I can honestly just call it right there with 4 good guys. Yeah, I like that. Because I got 2 solid receivers, so I don't have to really worry too much about my 3 receivers or like having 3 receivers. So I'm gonna go for Mostert. Let's see if he falls to me here. But let me actually pick Mostert first because I value Mostert a little bit over Tyler Boyd. Um, I mean their ADP is pretty similar too, so I'm not too worried. Dalton Kincaid, the rookie tight end. Romeo Dobbs. So let's see. Hopefully, come on. I hope Mostert falls to me here. And if Tyler Boyd goes, honestly, that's fine because I'm looking at Marvin Mims here, and I see some value there. Come on. I hope Mostert falls to me. Juju, I'm surprised Juju. Jamison Williams. All right. Tyler Boyd and Raheem Mostert. Geno Smith, perfect. I'm really happy I got Raheem Mostert. He's the clear back. I think I got 4 great running backs here. And then let's see if I can get Tyler Boyd here. And I like Marvin Mims as well. So I'm fine with getting one of these 2 receivers. Tank Bigsby, okay. Aaron Rodgers. So yeah, I genuinely think I can get Tyler Boyd here. He's just a good guy to have, with Joe Burrow throwing to him. Um, let's see. This guy has 4 running backs and a receiver. He might go Tyler Boyd here, actually. Unless he's looking at Marvin Mims. He might go Tyler Boyd. Let's see. I just doubt he's going to go 5 running backs. He picked Ashane. Wow, what do you know? So I got Tyler Boyd, and I'm very, very happy with how this is going. So we got 4 solid receivers. We got 3 WR1s, 2 tight end 1s, and then actually no. We got a receiver 2, a receiver 2, and a receiver 1, and a receiver 3, and we got 2 tight end 1s. So I'm really liking that team just because we got these 2 tight ends make up for the fact that not some of these guys are not receiver 1s in their respective teams. So I'm honestly happy with that trade off. And then we got 4 strong backs here in C-Mac Gibbs, Brian Robinson, and Mostert. And we have Deshaun Watson, a quarterback. I'm pretty happy with that so far. So we're 15 picks away. So receivers are really starting to take shape. So I think we should go a receiver and let's go a quarterback. I just want to have a backup. So yeah, so 13 picks, right? So Kenny Pickett might fall to me. I think that's a good pick. Um, I like MVS just because of the Travis Kelce situation. He's not a bad guy to have. I like Rashi Rice as well, but I picked Rashi Rice a decent amount of times. Let's see. But I like Kenny Pickett at quarterback for backup. Adam Thielen, Tyler Higbee. While we're waiting, let's quickly see if there's like a Cooper Cup update. I've been checking pretty religiously. Specialist. See, he remains day to day, so nobody's saying like questionable, doubtful. None of that has changed. So I think any news that we'll hear in regards to questionable, doubtful, probable, whatever the case may be, it's going to come tomorrow. So I think we just have to be prepared for what we see in the morning or late or early afternoon, and then Cooper Cup's I think value will basically be locked for this early season after tomorrow's report, in my opinion. And I think you can say the same thing about Travis Kelce. They'll probably give more updates on him. Um, there might be a couple other guys that are banging injuries that might come out. Maybe an update on Jerry Jeudy. I think he's questionable, but I think he'll end up playing. So tomorrow is really the last day without football for the at least with NFL's. Yeah, tomorrow's really the last day of the off season. So if you call it. So I'm very football season. I'm excited. So we're 7 picks away. I'm gonna get Kenny Pickett just because I don't want to risk. Actually, there are some good guys I can get honestly after that. Maybe I can get a receiver here. Van Jefferson went. Zeke Elliott. Darnell Mooney. So I think MBS might get picked here. So I'm gonna go Rashi Rice. Dalton Schultz. Kenny Pickett got picked. Yep. So I'm gonna go Derek Carr first, just because I want to make sure I have a good quarterback there. Or should I go Russ? Do I believe in Danger Russ? Up Derek Carr went, so I think I might have to go Dangerous. Roshan Johnson. Yeah, so I'll go Russell Wilson just to lock up a quarterback. And then let's queue up another guy here. I like KJ Osborne, but there is a little bit of traffic there in Minnesota now because you obviously have Jay Jettas, you have Jordan Addison coming onto the scene, you have Madison. So honestly, maybe actually I like Jordan. I mean KJ Osborne when I'm getting him. I don't think I'd be reaching for him. But let's see. Rashi Rice got picked down. Jarek McKinnon. MVS will probably get picked here. I'm not really a fan of MVS to be honest with you. I like Jonathan Mingo. Jalen Hyatt's good too, but he's a reach, and I did pick him a decent amount of times. So MVS. I'm gonna go MVS just because he's been on the Kansas City Chiefs for some time now. Kelsey will be limited, so he'll probably get some touches and maybe get into the end zone. So I like MVS. Jonathan Mingo. So we're getting pretty deep into the rounds here. We're in round 13, so um, not many picks left. So we're kind of getting towards the place where, say, it's getting a little scrubby, if you will. So I think I'm pretty set on not taking a running back for some time. Maybe I'll get him at the end if I'm interested, but I'm really just interested in building up the receivers here. I think I'm gonna go 2-2, all just straight receivers to finish it, and then a running back. I'm not even gonna touch tight end or quarterback. So we're 14 picks away, right? So who do we like here? Alec Pierce isn't a bad pick because I have Pittman, but I'm not really interested in that. I like Rondale more. I like that pick. And I like Tank Dell. Yeah, I like these two guys. Algier, Okonkwo, Sam Howell, Brock Purdy, Jordan Love all got picked. Tajay Spears, Damon Harris. Yeah, so pretty much committee guys, running backs, WR3s basically, pretty much all throughout. Some bench guys. So far I'm really liking my team though. Even for the people I got at where I got for receivers, I think I got them at good value. I mean, Boyd's ADP was 114. I got him at 123. I think that was a steal. Everybody else I picked pretty much the same proximity. Um, so yeah, to me, I think Raheem Mostert really is a standout steal because he's valued as a running back one, and the fact that I was able to get him with the 118th pick as a running back one, to me speaks volumes. So yeah, all in all, pretty satisfied with how this one is shaping up. I have a few more picks. We should be wrapped up here. So I'm surprised Jalen Hyatt is still here because if not, I might have to go him just because I would be reaching pretty far for these two guys. Jaden Reed, Michael Gallup. Yeah, I gotta go with Jalen Hyatt. I mean, it's a little. I thought I would be getting Rondale Moore, and honestly, I'm still fine with getting Rondale Moore just because. Let's look at the. I'm fine with getting Rondale Moore just because I'm not really big on Gallup and Pierce. Let's see. Greg Dulcich. So for receiver, let's just see who I have for running back. I like Kareem Hunt. I'm good with running backs now. And I want Kareem Hunt just because that's just good value to have. You just don't know where he's going to end up, but I like where I got him. So I got 5 running backs, 6 receivers, 2 tight ends. I'm going to get another receiver. I think I might get 2 receivers. I think we have a couple picks left. I think we have just 16, 17. Yeah, so we have 3 picks left. Um, I like to go maybe 2 receivers and a tight end, honestly, to end it. Um, I like Puka Nakua. Might be a reach though. I like Michael Mayer as tight end. Bad buy as matchup. So honestly, even if him and Hawk have the same buy, Evan Ingram doesn't, so it's okay. Receivers, I like 12 picks already, so who's gonna follow us? All those. Michael Wilson's not a bad pick, but I feel like I'd be reaching for him. Luke Musgrave. So we're 5 picks away. Not much updates here. I like DJ Chark. Just because to switch it up, I feel like I took guys like Puka Nakua, Shahid. I've taken them a decent amount. Gonna switch it up. I think I got um, one more pick after this one, 17-3. So yeah, I'm gonna end up with get a tight end. Maybe I'll get another receiver as well. Yeah, I like Michael Mayer. Oh, he's not available. We'll go Hunter Renfro. Take a low key pick there. Pretty much wrapped up here. We got one more pick. I don't really mind who I take here. I wouldn't mind taking any of these guys. Isaiah Likely. Pretty satisfied with my team all around. Gonna do a little breakdown once team is set. My bad, not really paying full attention since we're pretty much wrapped up. Nobody really significant getting taken here. I'm gonna take a tight end just to finish it off. I like Isaiah Likely. Just queue him up here. Isaiah Likely got picked. All right, so I'm gonna go Kate Otten, round it out. So I think we're pretty much done here. Let's do a little roster breakdown, and I think we're all set for the night. So we got Deshaun Watson at quarterback, Russell Wilson, two good guys that are due for bounce back seasons. So I'm glad in the value I got here. Excited to see what they bring to the table. Running back Christian McCaffrey, arguably the number one most dominant player in fantasy football after Justin Jefferson. He's just the guy that can do it all for the San Francisco offense. Undisputed running back one. Jahmyr Gibbs, I like where I got him, and I like the upside that he has. Brian Robinson, I think he's due for a great bounce back season after a tough season last year due to the tragedy that he had before. Glad to see he's on the field. Raheem Mostert, definitely a steal in my opinion because he's running back one due to Jeff Wilson's injury. Kareem Hunt, I like the value just because we don't know where he's going to end up on, what team he's going to end up on, but he would be an instant playmaker upon arrival. Devontae Smith at receiver, I like that pick. And then I got Tyler Lockett and Michael Pittman. So these three guys, I mean, Tyler Lockett and Michael Pittman, they're very consistent in getting points and yardage. Touchdowns can be up in the air every now and then. That can be a little streaky, but I like the yardage that these two guys accumulate. Tyler Boyd, I think I like that as a safe option because Joe Burrow will find him eventually. I like Marcus Valdes-Scantling, and I think he would have a little bit of a spark given that Travis Kelce is not 100%, so he'll get some touches for sure in my opinion. Jalen Hyatt, I think that's a good rookie to get for the Giants. DJ Chark and Hunter Renfrow are just two guys that I kind of want just to beefing up the receiving core a little bit more. I like these two sleeper picks here. And then for tight ends, I think it makes up for some of these sleeper picks here with TJ Hawkinson, Evan Ingram. These are two tight end ones. Actually, these are three tight end ones with Kate Otten. So I like all three of these tight ends here. Obviously, TJ Hawkinson and Evan Ingram, they're obviously a little bit more elite than Kate Otten. Otten's still young, but I'm excited to see what he can bring to the table with that new Tampa Bay offense. I like these two tight ends here, and I'm glad I went double tight end formation. So combined with my entire roster overall, I think they all complement each other well. Not too many buys that stepping on each other's toes. Obviously, Gibbs and McCaffrey are out week 9, but I think we got three of these guys that can take over that. So all in all, I'm very happy with my roster, and I think this is a potentially, this can definitely do some damage during the season, and hope for the best. But that's all we have. It was a pleasure doing these drafts, and it's been a great experience. And until next year, because I think the season starts in a couple of days, so I think we're just about running out of drafts. So looking forward to it, the season, and may the best man win. Take care.